Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. Here under this playlist, we are going to cover only interview scenarios and business problems and their solutions. So in our previous tutorial guys, we have explored how to create a dynamic slicer panel to make filtering more interactive and user friendly. And now in today's tutorial guys, we will cover one more advanced business requirement that we are recently implemented for one of our clients. So that requirement guys, it bit challenging as compared to normal requirement. So let's understand guys, what is our requirement here. So basically guys, the client wants to see this dynamic Gantt chart. So here we need to create a dynamic Gantt chart to compare original start date with forecast date. So now let's start with the introduction. And here we have entered in Power BI desktop screen. So firstly, let's look at the data set. So this is our data set guys. Here we have clients, their milestones, their forecast date, original date and milestone amount. So here client wanted to see on the visual guys, each client along with their project milestones. And it also highlights the original date compare with forecast date. Or this original date guys, you can consider as start date. So firstly, let's solve this requirement with normal Gantt chart. And now guys, let's go back to this report view. And here I will import one Gantt chart from custom visuals. So to use this custom visual guys, you should have the Microsoft license. So let's import a custom visual. So simply go here under these three dots and click here on this get more visuals. And here I will simply import my visual, which name is Gantt chart. So here you guys can see we have different visuals with Gantt chart. So you guys can use any of them. So let me select this normal Gantt chart and simply click this add button. So see guys, our visual is successfully imported. And now let me click OK. And now guys, let me take this Gantt chart from here and simply understand how to fill all the parameters of this Gantt chart. So under parent category guys, let me take this client. And now I will simply fill start and end date. So here under the start date parameter guys, I will simply fill this original date. And under end date parameter guys, I'll simply take this forecast date. And now I want to observe the milestones. So under task guys, I will simply take this milestones from here. So here we guys can see our Gantt chart is ready. And now let me take one slicer from here. And under this slicer guys, I'll simply take milestones. So let me select this column and drop it here under this slicer. So let's suppose guys, if I click this first milestone, client sign off implementation. And now guys, let's analyze this chart. So if I talk about this project guys, which is client sign off implementation, so this is going to be start with approximate March. And if I hover my mouse guys, so I can clearly see this is going to be start with March 1, 2024. And it ends with approximate July 17, 2025. And if I go here under the right side guys, so I can clearly see this bar line, which is a continuous bar, which is ends with approximate July 2025. So firstly guys, I have showed that chart to the client where I can see continuous bar of each milestone, that where the project is going to be start and where to be end with continuous bars. But guys, the client does not want to display the milestone using continuous bar. Instead, they prefer to show only two small bars, one at the original start date and another at the forecasted date. And these bars should not be connected, just like a continuous bar. And one more point guys, they would like to see original and forecasted date to be clearly displayed near the respective milestones, which is in the left side. So that was the requirement from client side. So now guys, let's learn how we have created this requirement. And to create this requirement guys, I have not used this custom Gantt chart. So I have created this matrix visual and converted just like a Gantt chart. So let's learn how I have created this dynamic requirement. And guys, I took a lot of efforts to create this customized dynamic Gantt chart with matrix visual. So let's learn how to create this matrix visual and convert into this Gantt chart. as per the client requirement. So let me open this new tab, and one by one I will explain each and every step. So firstly guys, client wants to see only month and year. They don't want to see any specific date. So firstly guys, what I will do, let me create a new table with calendar auto function. Here I will simply take date as well as days and month. So I will simply go here under this modeling tab and click here on this new table. And my table name would be, let's say, calendar underscore table. And now guys, I will simply use my DAX function which name is calendar auto. And simply start the bracket and close this bracket and hit enter. And now guys, let me go under this table view. So here I can clearly see it creates a list of dates with primary keys. So our calendar starts with 2022 till 2024 because we have 3 years of data here under this milestone summary table. So it automatically pick primary keys from the fact table. And now let me change the format of this date column. So I'll simply go here under this format and click on short date. And with the help of format function guys, I can clearly fetch month and year in the separate column. So let me take month and year in the separate column. So let's create another calculate column with the help of this new column. And now I'll simply write this name as month and year and simply use format function. So under first parameter guys, which is value. So I'll simply take this date column which is from the calendar table, comma, and under format parameter guys, so I'll simply write the month format with 3M because I want short form of the month, hyphen, and now let me take year here with 4 times Y and double quotes close and bracket close and hit enter. So in this way guys, I can fetch month and year. And now guys, let me simply go under this model view and simply make the active relationship with this original date with date. So let me select date column from the calendar table and drop here under this original date. So under this cardinality guys, I can clearly see one too many, which is primary to foreign. And now let me click on this save button. So here we can see we have created a relationship with this date and original date. And now guys, what I will do, I'll simply go under this report view. And now let me take this matrix visual first. And now let me simply fill the parameter of this matrix visual. Firstly, let me fill this row parameter. So I'll simply take milestone here under the rows. And under column guys, let me simply take this month and year column. So here we guys can see month and year on the top. And under values guys, I'll simply take original date and forecast date. So basically guys, you can clearly see the milestone names and their start date and their forecast date. So from this date guys, our project is going to start, and on this date guys, our project is going to end. But guys, this chart is too much messy this time. And here under this model guys, here we have one more issue. This month and year are not in a sorting manner. It is sorting as per the alphabetical order. Here 2024 comes at first. But ideally guys, we have 2022 year of calendar. So that data should be comes at first. After that 2023, 2024, 5 and 6. So if you guys want to sort this column, so what you need to do, you need to create a sorting column. And there you need to apply custom sorting. But here under this tutorial guys, I will show you one trick. And with the help of this trick guys, you can easily sort your date column without adding any custom sorting column. So let's learn guys how to do custom sorting without creating a sorting column. So let's go under this table view. So if you observe it here guys, once you apply this format function, which is comes under the text category, it created this date column as a text. You can clearly check the data type as well as format. Here format is text. So if you guys want to sort any text column, so you need to use custom sorting with sorting column. So here we guys can see we have a list of date. So it's difficult to create a sorting column. So guys, let's solve this problem with this new trick. So now let me delete this month and year column from here. And now I am going to create one more column. So let me simply click new column. So my column header would be the same, which is month and year. And now here I will use one time intelligence DAX function, which name is start of month. And here we have just only one parameter, which is dates. So I'll simply take this date column from the calendar table and bracket close and hit enter. So this function guys, it only returning the start of month date. Like here we have the January guys. So his starting date is January 1. So till January guys, it gives you the 1. Similar way, if you have the February guys, till entire Feb. Similar way, March and so on. And now let me simply change the format from this formatting tab. So I'll simply write 3 times M hyphen 4 times Y. So this is the another way guys, you can create month and year column. And here you guys can see the data type is still date and time. There is no change here under this data type. It will not take any text data type. And now you guys can easily sort this month and column without adding any sorting column here under this data set. So now let me go back to the report view and simply click fix this visual. And now let me take this month year column again here under this column parameter. So simply convert this date hierarchy to month and year, which is actual column. So now we guys can see our data is sorted as per the month and year. So firstly I can see 2022, then 2023 and so on. And here under this milestone table guys, our original date data start from December 2022. That's why here December comes at first. Let's move towards the next step. So basically guys, now I want to see the count of each date. So wherever the date you can see, I want to convert into the count. This is your original date guys, and this is your forecast date. So firstly let's create a count formula with if condition. So our logic is that guys, wherever we have original date, it return 1 instead of this date. Else it return 0 if we have a blank. So let's create this logic with if condition. So now let me simply go here under this 3 dots and click here on the new measure. And let's say my measure name would be original underscore dates. And simply use if condition. So here under this logical test parameter guys, I'll simply use count function because I want to see the count of original dates. So I'll simply take the original date column, which is from the milestone summary, and bracket close, comma, and now I need to write if true condition and if false condition. So wherever we have the original date, it return 1, else 0, and bracket close and hit enter. And instead of taking this original date guys, I'll take this new measure. So let me simply remove this original date and simply take this original date measure here under the values parameter and let me swap it here. So see guys, wherever the data is blank, it return 0. But wherever we have the original date guys, it should return 1 instead of numbers. So see guys, here we have some original date. That's why it is 1. And you can also check other records. So we are satisfied with the first condition. We can clearly see the count of original date, which is in the form of 1, else 0. And the same logic guys, I need to apply with forecast date. But here under this model guys, we have an active relationship with this original date. So how we guys can make this forecast date active? This thing guys, we have already discussed in a full course playlist. So firstly I need to create inactive relationship with this date with forecast date. So now let me select this date and drop it here under this forecast date. So here we guys can see the same relationship in the cardinality, which is 1 to many. But this time guys, it is inactive. So let's create a DAX function with use relationship to make this inactive to active. So again I want to see the count of this forecast date. So I'll simply go here under this report view and click here under this new measure. And this measure name would be, let's say, forecast underscore dates. And now I want to apply the same logic. So here I need to calculate the count. I'll simply use calculate function here. Calculate count of forecast date, bracket close, and press comma. And simply use my DAX function, which name is use relationship, to make my relationship inactive to active. So under column name parameter guys, I'll simply take the forecast date because this column I want to make it active here, comma. Under column name 2 parameter guys, I'll take the actual date column, which is from the calendar table. So my relationship is built with calendar table. So let me simply take date column from the calendar table and hit OK. And now guys, wherever you can see the forecast date, it will shows you 1 once you remove this earliest forecast date. So let me remove this and take this forecast date measure here under the value parameter. So I can see only 1 or 0. I can't see any dates here. And now guys, let's try to do some formatting of this visual to convert these numbers into bars. So I'll simply go here under this original date measure and do right click. And here I will apply these conditional formatting on these data bars. So let me select this data bars. So positive bars I want to return as sky blue color. So this sky blue color returning original date, and let me click OK. So see guys, wherever we have the original date, I can see in the form of blue color with number. And the same formatting I will apply here under the forecast date. So I'll do right click here, go to the conditional formatting and click here on the data bars. And this forecast date bars I want to return in the red color. So let me simply select red color from here and hit OK. So see guys, wherever we have the forecast date, it written in the red color bar, and wherever we have the original date, it written in the form of sky blue color. And now let's remove these numbers. I don't want these 0 and 1. So let's do some more conditional formatting. So again, let's click on this original date measure and go under this conditional formatting. And this time I will select font color. So font color guys, I will also select this blue. So let me click OK. So see guys, we have matched the background color of the bars with the font color. That's why these numbers are disappear. And the same formatting I will apply on this forecast date. So again, let me select this forecast date and do right click and simply go to the conditional formatting and select this font color. And this font color I want in the red color. So let me select more colors and go to this red and hit OK. So see guys, I can't see anyone here under the bar, but I can see some 0 in the blue color. And now guys, let's remove this 0, which you can see in the light blue color. So again, we need to apply the conditional formatting on this 0 so that it is also removed from here. So what I will do guys, let's do some more conditional formatting. Simply go to the original date measure and simply select conditional formatting and go here under these data bars. And here we guys can see one more option, show bar only. So let me check this show bar only and hit OK. So see guys, now I can't see any number here under this matrix visual, and I don't want this total at the end, as well as I also need to remove this total of original and forecast date. So let's do some more formatting of this matrix visual. So let me select this visual and go here under this format your visual. Simply turn off this column subtotal as well as row subtotal. And now we can see guys, we have removed the total at the row level as well as the column level. And now guys, there is one more requirement of the client here under this visual. They want to see original dates and forecast date. It just near to the milestones. They don't want to see on the basis of column level. So what I will do guys, I will search one option here which name is switch, which convert your values columns to rows. So let me select this option and turn on this toggle button. And here I can see the header of the dates, which is original and forecast. And if I scroll my bar on the right side, so I can clearly see my this client sign of implementation projects. Its original date is approximate March 2024 and ends till July 2025. And now guys, if I scroll this bar on the right side, so there is no continuous bar from start till end date. So here under this Gantt chart guys, there is a continuous bar of this start and end date. But client wants to see this kind of visual. So in the original date, I can see the blue bar, and in the forecast date, I can see the red bar. And now guys, if you want to do more formatting of this visual, so simply go here under this format your visual and make your visual more attractive and dynamic. So let's do some formatting here under this row header. So firstly, let me increase the size of the rows. And now let me also increase the size of the column header and make this bold. So in this way guys, you can do more and more formatting and make your visual more attractive, just like a Gantt chart. So I hope guys, this tutorial taught you something new and practical. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so you guys can follow this free YouTube channel, which name is Analytics Pro. And if you scroll it down guys, so here you guys can see we have a full course Power BI playlist where I have explained each and every concept about Power BI in detail. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so you guys will get to see multiple playlists are here. This is the Power BI full course playlist and these are the advanced concepts of Power BI where you guys can take the knowledge of advanced concepts of Power BI. And we have this Power BI with SQL playlist where you guys can learn all the concepts of SQL from scratch. So you guys can start your SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And along with that guys, we have this visualization playlist and we have this DAX expression playlist where we have covered most of the DAX functions from scratch which are majorly used in your projects. And here under this playlist, I am also trying to cover all the differences of DAX functions which is majorly asked in an interviews. And very soon guys, I will add some more playlists so that you guys can take better understanding of the analytical skills. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But those who are looking only live sessions, so we guys also conduct live training and sessions where we prepare candidates from scratch till intermediate level with some scenarios, real-time projects, assignments, notes and so on. And we also provide placement assistance with the help of WhatsApp group where you will get to see some HR emails, contact number and so on. And you guys can also follow us on Insta as well as Facebook. So all the links I will share under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So for free learners guys, you guys can follow this Analytics Pro, and for the live training and sessions, you guys can connect me any of the platform. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.